Owning a home is the American dream. I love my job because I get to help people buy, sell, and improve that American dream. Follow me this week as we explore exciting new trends in Utah's real estate. Now, Jason, I know you guys are building all over the place, but just recently I've had a lot of buyers asking about Daybreak. What are you guys building out there?
So we've got three unique styles of homes to choose from. I've got a townhomes that start from about $250. I've got single family homes from the low threes, and then I have homes at about 500 and above that are right on the lake. So lots of different variety to choose from when you come out to Daybreak.
Yeah, you guys build a lot out here, don't you?
We do. We're the #1 builder in Daybreak. We're going to build about a third of the homes that are out here right now. There's over, I think, 4,000 homes, and we've done over 1,500 of them. So
that's huge.
Really excited about the opportunities we have here in Daybreak.
And Daybreak's a wonderful area. Property values are just wonderful out here and just keep going up.
Yeah, it's normally in the top 5 communities in the country year in and year out. So we're really excited to be in the position that we are in Daybreak. And lots of people love it out here. There's so many amenities. It's got 2 pools, the big lake with 3.8 miles of walking trails. So lots of things for people to do out here in Daybreak.
Yeah, great family area. Now, are you guys doing any sort of specials or anything for the holidays?
We do. So we have our big promotion, the Homes for the Holidays, right now, where we're giving away refrigerators, gas appliances, 42-inch upper cabinets, Nest thermostats, and a couple other things that are really fun for the family. So we're really excited about the opportunity for the next 30 days to come on into one of our models and take advantage of the great promotions.
Yeah, so this particular house, I love this one. This is one of my, I've been in a lot of your homes, but this one I really like. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, so this is a main floor master that we have. It actually won the Breda Homes house for our category. So
really?
It's it's got a main floor living area, bedrooms upstairs. It's about 1,900 square feet finished, about 3,500 total, and it's priced at $380. So it's a really, really awesome floor plan.
Yeah, I love these windows, the way that you can just open up and make that out, the inside, outside, and outside, inside.
That's one of the great things about Daybreak is the indoor, outdoor living and all the windows and all the space that you create from the indoor and outdoor living area. And that's why I think people love to live out here, is the natural light that you get and then the yard space.
So if somebody wanted to contact you, how would they reach you?
Come to our home site, which is homeshomes.com, and then come right into the community, which is Daybreak, and you'll be able to choose each one of our model locations. So we'll see you out to our models.
Okay, so this is a very unique home, and I really couldn't do it justice. This is a turn-of-the-century home that's going to be completely remodeled, and so I actually brought the builder, the remodel guy. I brought Urban, because I know, Urban, you're going to be able to tell us a lot more about this house than even I can talk about. So tell us a little bit about what you did here.
Well, thank you. Yeah, as we look at the home, and you kind of split down the middle, the left-hand part of the home, the left side of the home, other than that raised elevation, is the original 1904 log home. We knew there were logs in it, but we didn't know to what extent. So when we started to do the remodel, it got deeper and deeper because we kept finding more treasures and character to the home. The door on the left is the original front door, but the front door is right here as we're going to enter.
Yeah, it looks like a brand new home. You would have no idea, but as you walk inside, there's a magical surprise. Look at that. That is spectacular. Tell me about this and what you guys found.
Okay, there you can see the logs that look nothing like they used to. They were covered up with 2 or 3 inches of lath and plaster and sheetrock and paneling and then dirty logs. We finally got down to that point, and you can see the corners, how they're put together. That's the original 1904 corners, how they were dovetailed together. And when we power washed and cleaned it, and 5 coats of lacquer on the logs and professionally chinked all that between the logs, it really came together, gave it a lot of character.
It adds a ton of character to the room, and it looks like a brand new home, but these are turn-of-the-century logs, and the cost of trying to redo that. If you try to do that right now, it'd be it'd be astronomical. And so you get kind of the best of both worlds, because you get a brand new house, got all new electrical, all new plumbing, and it's still got the history of the home. And so tell me a little bit about the kitchen, what you guys did here.
Well, we have a wall, of course, built out in front of the logs for the kitchen to mount, but it's a little wraparound kitchen with an island, stainless steel features throughout. We use brushed nickel every place. That ceiling you look at is a poplar ceiling that we've used that in other areas as well. Now you're looking into the dining room, but the character of the logs, I wanted to use as much of that character in as many rooms as possible. So we not only get that from inside the house, but when you step outside the original structure, you see some of that in the hallways, the office, the laundry room, as much as we can.
Yeah, which is great. Okay, so we're going to be looking at, it's almost 2,500 square feet with 4 bedrooms, 3 full baths. It originally was built in, of course, 1904, but it's been completely redone. And of course, the location here is amazing, right? Because we're right outside of Park City. We're in Heber, and this is Old Town Heber. So tell me a little bit about that area.
Yes, it's on 4th West, 400 West, so it's only 3 blocks from the city park, which is also puts it about 2 blocks from what people call the Heber Creeper, or the train over there. Yeah. You see some more of the logs in the office area. And it's in Old Town. It's a neighborhood that has really been has had some homes built in it that have upgraded everything. I don't have mirrors in yet, but that is the main bath. There's the laundry room. Put cabinets in there to match the kitchen, and we use the kind of a cream vanilla cabinet to go with the character of the home.
Yeah. And some little doors there, some rolling doors. Okay, this is going to be headed up there. What's really cool about this area, if people don't know, Heber is just outside of Park City. This house in Park City would be a multi-million-dollar home. And so just to step down into Heber, which is still a beautiful area, it enjoys all the same thing. You're just a couple minutes away from all the ski resorts and everything. This is a tremendous value, right?
Yeah, I think it's really nice. Now we're in the upper bath, the main upper level bath, and that cabinet you saw right there was a rolling cabinet that has a mechanical room behind it.
Yeah, and now I notice as we go to the aerial view, you're going to notice there's another garage there behind. It's almost like a 3-car garage, or like a little kind of storage area outside, right?
A separate 200 square foot. Now you're looking to the west, you're looking out to the fields. It makes a real nice area.
Acclaimed Home Warranty gives you peace of mind knowing that the major systems and appliances in your home are covered against unexpected breakage and costly repairs. So you can enjoy what you love doing, because our coverage options and easy process take the hassle out of finding quality contractors. When your covered items break and you need service fast, Acclaimed Home Warranty is here for you 24/7, 365 days a year. For a free, no-hassle quote, go online to acclaimedhw.com.
A Better Clean, based in Salt Lake City. Fast, free, in-home quotes done by experienced professionals with uncompromised quality. We take pride in the service we provide. We have products safe and eco-friendly. We exceed every expectation, so give us a call today.
So Clay, I know there's some really creative financing for USDA that kind of out of the the big markets. What are we looking at?
Yeah, I love it, because with the USDA housing, that's been a great historic loan to get, because there's 0 down payment. There's a lot of markets that fall into this area here in Utah. So Tooele County is all that. Everything south of Spanish Fork is going to fall into that until you get down to St. George. And so you have a huge amount of people that really fit into this box. It's a phenomenal loan that you can get into, and it's 0 down payment. And the cool thing about it is they actually looked at that and said, we want to be a little more competitive. So you've had these kind of upfront funding fees that you've had with it in the past. Those have come down by less than half of what they used to be. Yeah. So it's a much more affordable. And the cool thing is it also has a lower monthly mortgage insurance, a lot lower than some of the other government programs that are out there. So unless you're a veteran and qualify for a veteran's loan, this is going to be your best government loan that you can kind of get into out there and literally have little to 0 down. Sometimes you can even finance some closing costs into the program. but it's become a really affordable program that fits the needs of a lot of home buyers out there and gets them that little to no money down option at a very affordable monthly payment.
That's awesome.
It is. It's a great program, and we're excited about the changes because they just went into effect just barely October 1st. And so we're starting to see a lot more activity. We're letting people know that it's out there and it's available. And I think a lot of people are going to fit inside that box.
Okay, Whitney, for this one, this is a special type of home. We don't see this all the time. This is a classic Georgian, like plantation style house. And how you can tell by that is when you go up to the front of a Georgian home, it should look exactly the same on the left-hand side as it is on the right. And you're gonna notice the grounds on this thing are absolutely beautiful. It sits, as you're looking at right here, there's about 2.5 acres from the trees on either side. But you're gonna notice to the right of those trees at the top of the screen there's another large parcel up there, and that's almost another 2.5 acres. And that's an option that the seller may sell that with this house for a little bit more money, okay? But you'll notice that stream that wraps around it, comes in through the bottom and wraps around and literally kind of goes in and out of this property, which is really cool. And there's that classic plantation Georgian. I mean, you're walking up to the front of this house and you'll notice the gentleman that built this home this is his own personal home, and he's a builder. And so you'll notice you walk up to the front of this thing. I mean, you could be cast back in time. You're going right back south there, right?
Right, it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and so he specializes in very, very high-end custom homes, and they really built this to be, true to form. He kept it right along those huge ceilings as you walk in, and beautiful kitchen that you can walk right into. But you'll notice at the front door, as you walk up to the front door, you can't see back into the kitchen. You can see where it is, but it's perfectly situated, so you're not seeing in. So if you haven't done your dishes, somebody comes to the front door. This is really nice. And from the front door, you can look all the way into the backyard. Of course, there's no neighbors to the back, and so you look out these beautiful windows out the back, and it just goes forever.
It's great. It really is a great floor plan too.
Yeah, they carried the brick from the outside. They brought that into the kitchen. You notice in that black back there?
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah, so they did a really nice, which are real popular cabinets. That white, which is in, of course, those dark countertops, which is really in, but this almost throws back perfectly to the, kind of this style of home. This would have been very similar to really what they would have been building back at the turn of the century in an old plantation home.
Right. And the cabinetry in this kitchen is just beautiful.
Yeah, he spared no expense. As I walked through this house, I was really, really impressed. You can always tell in a builder's home because all the details are perfect. Because all the subs that work for him in all his personal homes, they're very close paying attention because, of course, they want to make it right for the builder that they work for, right?
Right.
So this is going to be right off of that kind of main area, and this is going to be your area to do all your laundry and fold all your clothes and stuff. Also on the main floor, of course, is the master, and they did, of course, some real nice ceiling treatments in here.
Right.
And they've got a room, interesting on this house. They've got a room that's off to the side. It's a small little room, and it's designed for infants. But it's also made that you can actually knock that wall out and make it into a huge closet. And,
Okay.
And it's a little bit of a flex room right now. So as you go into the master bath here, as you go down towards the closet, you can actually knock that whole wall out, and now you've got a whole room that in the future you could knock out into have some massive closet, which is really popular, right? And this is that room right here on the other side of where those doors are. That's what you would knock out and go right into a huge closet.
That's incredible. Can you imagine having all that closet space?
Yeah, and they've got a decent sized closet now, but the design was, this is where we're going to put the kids, while they're infants, so we can be close to them right off the master. But then in the future, we'll knock that out and make it into a huge closet. Headed upstairs, you're going to notice they did some real nice railings, and it walks across, which is just like the way you'd see it in one of these plantation style homes.
It's beautiful.
So we're heading in here. This is going to be a little bit of a home theater, kind of a family entertaining area. This is going to be looking into some of the bedrooms that are upstairs. They did some really cool colors and styles. On this home, we're going to be looking at just under 6,000 square feet. It's got 7 bedrooms, 4 full baths, and 1 half bath. The basement is completely finished, and that's what we've gone down into here, and there's plenty of space galore.
Right, and I love the little kitchenette. It's almost a second kitchen, but just missing a dishwasher, I think.
Yeah, but it's all set up right down there, so if you want to entertain, watch the party down in the basement. Lots of rooms, as you can tell. That one back there it's actually not even considered a bedroom because it doesn't have any windows. Now stepping outside here, this again is that Georgian beautiful style, and it's for where you're out in Smithfield. You're getting the best of those beautiful views. You're away from everybody. This is some cool little space that they made for their kids. And just Smithfield, if you want to live in Smithfield, this is a house you're going to absolutely love. And this is one that's going to appreciate and be a really good purchase. Okay, Clay, for this one, we're going to a special place, which is Daniel Summit, and this is a massive property that they built up there, right?
That really is, and I love the backdrop and the setting on that. And then if you're familiar with this area, you know how spectacular this part of the state is.
Yeah, this is going to be right on the edge of the National Forest, and of course it's right next to Strawberry Reservoir, which is some of the very best fishing in the whole state. And that's where the kokanee salmon go right up they get the hook that look like straight out of Alaska,
Yes.
and they go right up there. This is right there. They've also got some great snowmobiling and mountain biking and four-wheeling. And right across the street, you know what's right across the street
Yes,
here, right?
oh yeah, Daniel Summit Lodge is right there. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's where they rent out the snowmobiles. And so this one is a very, very unique property. There you can see as we're flying over the top, right across the street there's the lodge right there.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. We actually snowmobiled out of that lodge for a corporate retreat that I had about 4 or 5 years ago. And there's just so many different roads you can take off of there and places to go and trails, and just had a blast up there.
So year-round use on this property,
Yes.
right?
Oh yeah.
And so you're going to take a look at the outside of this property. They really decked it out. I mean, they spared no expenses. They put this one together because log homes, I mean, there's no getting around. They're expensive, right?
Yes, and I love that offset wood coloring they did on that. Just really complements it, gives it a nice touch.
Yeah, it looks like an old log cabin, like just the way it should be. And going inside, look at this. Absolutely spectacular,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
They spared no expenses.
You can just tell quality workmanship if you look at the beams and everything. I mean, they really did the full round logs in this. It's very nice construction on this property.
Okay, so now one of the things on log cabin homes, it's a little bit niche on trying to get financing.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. What's that look like?
You know, it's interesting because log cabins are great. A lot of people dream about having a log cabin home. The challenge there is you have a lot fewer comparables in that market when you're going to do the appraisal and to see what's out there. And there's just fewer of these sales and properties. So as a result, as a traditional finance, you're going to be looking 10 to 20% down. On something like this, you're probably going to be more in that 30% down range. So it's for somebody who really wants to utilize this kind of long term and also sees the opportunity that lies in a property like this as well.
Yeah, because you can use this, set this up basically as a business as well.
You really could.
You could make it as a single family residence, or what's really popular, setting up on Airbnb, and this would be great for like a family retreat or a corporate getaway sort of thing.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. I have a good friend who does this with a cabin property in the Utah mountains, and it is unbelievable what he does with that property. He rents it out for about $2,500 a night. It's a little smaller property than this. Very nice finishes, just like this property. And he probably rents it out 8 to 9 times a month. And so you can crunch the numbers on that, Jeff, and it's a very, very good business opportunity.
Yeah, so that's about $20,000 a month.
Yeah, it's amazing. And at the same time, he still has plenty of nights that he can go up there with his family, hang out with his children. And
Have his friends and family over.
Yes, yes.
Holidays, all that kind of stuff.
And the decks are just like this. I mean, the entertainment value of that decking that goes all the way around and the views you have there really commands a premium on this.
Yeah, and so if we're talking finance, so if you're at 1.8, right in there, and then you got to put in, let's say, about $550,000 down.
Right.
You're going to get your mortgage about, what are we looking at here? About 1.25. We're going to be roughly, and so your mortgage payment's going to be roughly at 1.25. How much?
You're going to be right in that $7,000 a month range.
Okay.
And you have to account for, of course, your taxes and insurance and things. But yeah, you're going to have an opportunity to really clear a good profit on something like this.
So at $7,000 a month, theoretically, you got to rent out 3 nights. You'd have to furnish it. You'd want to have it furnished.
Yep.
So you furnish it out, but then you're going to want to have it rented. If you rent out 3 nights a week, you've got your mortgage pretty much paid for.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
your
you
utilities.
do.
And anything
Yes.
above that now is profit.
That's exactly right.
And that's where our society has changed from going to the Hilton and all that kind of stuff, and it's opened it up to properties like this, and it become more and more popular.
You know, and it's like I said, my friend just designed an entire business around this concept, and it's been very, very profitable for him. Like I said, and you still have all the personal use aspects and benefits from it as well.
And so is he doing multiple properties then?
He actually is expanding. He has this one, and then he has a smaller one that's interesting per square foot. Actually rents for a little bit more. Kind of an interesting little, and they're complementary to one another. Somebody can rent both of them if they want to, and he's in the process of doing a few more right now as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we want to take him to this one.
I know.
Yeah, this is obviously a lot of property, as you can see going through these different rooms. I mean, it's a massive space. You can tell by the size of the rooms. This house is 9,106 square feet. It's 7 bedrooms, 5 full. Actually, 7 bathrooms. It's almost an acre of land.
This is your corporate retreat dream, you know. I mean, your family getaway. I have a buddy that does this with his company on a regular basis, and it's where they really go out and do their business, their business planning and brainstorming sessions.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're kind of out away from everything and without the distractions.
That's right. And then you can go snowmobiling, you can go fishing, you can rent boats right down there at Strawberry, so you don't even have to bring your boat. You can rent boats, go fishing, go snowmobiling, and this is year-round, which is great. So it can be a single-family residence, obviously, and it's timeless. There's the garages. There's a ton of garages. There's an 8-car garage. Wow. But anyway, and so it's also a business, which is awesome. And we don't come across a lot of stuff, and it's right there next to Park City. So a real tremendous opportunity here.
It is.
Want to sell your house faster and for more money? Jay uses the same camera crew from the TV show to add a full motion video tour to your home. The key to selling real estate is making your home look exceptional and getting it in front of as many potential buyers as possible.
And the best part is it doesn't cost anything more than working with a regular realtor. And everybody that buys or sells with me gets to use Helping Hands Moving Company for free. So to see these beautiful homes, be sure to tune in Real Estate Essentials every Sunday afternoon at 4:30, only on ABC4 Utah.
We were looking for a new home. Some were too big, some were too small, some were just wrong. Then, wow, we were in our dream home.
Then the hard part started. All this paperwork.
Luckily, we had Steve, a loan officer from Castle and Cook Mortgage, on our side. Even though he's done this 1,000 times, he knew we hadn't. He took care of everything, and fast, so we could focus on the things that really matter, like enjoying our new home. Castle and Cook Mortgage, the key to your castle.
So Clay, I know things have been changing a lot, and I hear that even things are changing on credit. What's the latest there?
You know, it's been kind of interesting. Fannie Mae came out with their 10.0. It's their automated underwriting system. And essentially what they're looking at now is what's called a trending credit report. And they're looking at that and they're saying, what is the trend? So in the past, as long as you've been making your payments on time and there's no 30-day lates that are on your credit report, your credit score has been sufficient, you've been a pretty good candidate for a loan. What they're starting to look at right now is how is this person managing their credit? And so they're saying, is this a person who is, charging it up? And you see some people who use their credit cards, they charge it up, they get the points that come with that, and then they pay it off every month. Yeah. That is great.
Yeah.
It loves that type of person. Even if their credit score may be a little bit lower for one reason or another, if they're doing that, this new credit report is going to look at that, the new automated findings, and say, we like that person a lot. Where you're seeing a little bit of a change there is, sometimes on your credit card, you may have had this happen in the past, I know I have, you're kind of at the high end of the balance, you see something you really want, you charge it, and sometimes even though it's going past your maximum balance, it will still approve it.
Yeah.
The challenge is now you have a high credit, you have a balance that's higher than your high credit. That's almost like having a late on your credit, it is. They're really not liking that. The other thing that you have to watch out for is keeping that balance maxed out and only paying that minimum payment every month, because we know that minimum doesn't really bring that balance down.
Yeah, not really.
So if it's seeing that as a continual pattern, that's something to look at a little more carefully.
So don't like that either.
Don't like that. So you got to kind of stay away from that. The big thing you want to do is you want to keep that balance compared to what you have maximum available. You want to keep that at 75% or less.
Okay.
Ideally, you'd like to keep that at 40 to 50% or less. But if you keep it under that 75%, you're going to be in a lot better shape than if you have that maxed out on a regular basis. And it's just one of those things people want to be aware of as they're preparing to buy a home.
Because it's always changing, right?
It's always changing. This is brand new. It just came out just within the last 30 days, and it's just something that people are going to want to watch a little more carefully as they're managing their credit in preparation to purchase a home.
Protecting your home means protecting your single largest financial investment. That's why when you buy a home, you buy owner's title insurance to protect your home ownership. Purchasing owner's title insurance will ensure your home ownership rights are protected against unexpected claims such as liens, a forged deed, encroachments, and other situations covered by the policy. For a one-time fee paid at closing, coverage lasts for as long as you own your home. Who can you count on for that protection? Since 1953, North American Title has built a strong reputation for personal service and financial strength. Our associates work with you, your lender, and your real estate agent to make sure you close on schedule. And we issue the title insurance that'll be there to protect your home ownership through the years. Call North American Title at 801-566-3066 or go to www.nat.com/Utah Protect to learn how to order owner's title insurance for your new home.